Hello and welcome to all you out there in listener land. This is the Find Your Inner Strength podcast. I am your host, Ryan Wade. The Find Your Inner Strength podcast is where we rethink the conventional quote-unquote wisdom of what is healthy, what is achievement. We look at that brain-body connection. We look at your limiting beliefs, start to break those down into bite-sized pieces, see how we can begin the process of growth and overcoming them. It's about achieving. It's about believing. We're getting started right now. Hey, and welcome to the Find Your Inner Strength podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Wade, and we are here today with Miss Kathy Pfister, one of our most long-standing members here at Inner Strength. Kathy's been down a fantastic health journey, and she's just here to share a little bit and reach out and let you ladies know that there's a plug right behind her. I'm going to scoot you over. There we go. And that you can do anything that you kind of set out to do with consistency and great health habits. So, Kathy, how are you doing today?
Good, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. If you didn't know, this is our first interview on the Find Your Inner Strength podcast. I'm far from a pro yet, so if you see me glance down at my phone, I have my questions here. So we'll just go from here. So, Kathy, just introduce yourself a little bit. Tell us about who you are, what you do, and what got you on this journey getting started?
Okay, well, I am Kathy Pfister. As you said, I'm a real estate agent. I started coming here about 2 years ago, and I have forever been on a journey for better health and weight loss. I saw an ad on Facebook, answered the ad, didn't quite know what I was getting into, signed up. I thought it was going to be more cardio, and it turned out to be strength training, and I thought, why would a woman in her 50s start lifting weights? But I just kept coming and started to see results and started to feel stronger and healthier, and so that's why I...
So answer that question for me. Why would a woman in her 50s start lifting weights now that you've seen the benefits of it?
Now that I've been here almost 2 years, one of the things that I've always been worried about and thought about is posture. I had watched my grandmother who passed away about 10 years ago, and now my mother and even my sister all walk hunched over. And I don't want that to happen to me. It's one of the things. Balance, the strength is really great. Little things like getting out of the car. It used to be I'd get out of the car and, the bbest way would be to put both feet down. You put one foot down and you pull yourself out. And I kept hurting the right knee as I was coming out. And now when I didn't think about it at first, but that left leg's so strong. My right knee never hits the car, the inside of the car, which might sound really silly, but it's just one of those things. A few months ago, walking down the hill from the arena, I turned my ankle and nearly went down and managed to right myself. I almost pulled my daughter's arm out of her socket. But she said to me, well, that's why you're going to the gym. If you weren't going to the gym, you would have fallen down.
Sure.
So, the strength of your legs and keeping upright, because in your 50s, that's when people start falling, and in the 60s and 70s when you start breaking hips and things. So I just feel like it's something that's really valuable and worthwhile.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because something I didn't mention kind of in the introduction is that, as you know, we don't just focus on weight loss here. We want you to feel strong and empowered. We want you to just get the benefits of the feelings that you get from losing weight and getting stronger, which is basically just being happy and confident in your body's abilities to be able to do whatever it is that you want to do for as long as
you can. Oh my God, look at those shoulders.
Awesome. So, just tell me, I guess, what do you think your biggest achievement, since, it's not just about one thing or another, but you're really focused on the fitness, the nutrition, the stress management, sleep management, pain management, the big picture, I call it full spectrum health coaching. What do you think your biggest achievement has been in the last some odd years, just health-wise?
I do have better endurance. I do struggle with seasonal asthma.
Okay.
That's been better. I do have a torn ACL on my left leg, and so it goes out from time to time. It has not in more than a year.
That's awesome.
So I know that I've strengthened those muscles. Just the feeling I get, I was thinking about it the other day when I was first lifting dumbbells and going from 5 to 10, and I got the 10 and I couldn't do it. Now I'm doing 20.
Yeah.
I could probably do 25, but not that many reps. And I'm like, holy crap, I'm a badass.
You are a badass. Absolutely. That's fantastic. I love hearing that. To maybe talk a little bit about, what do you do in the gym when you do have an ache and pain, or like maybe the ACL doesn't feel real great, on certain days like that?
I tell my coach,
yeah,
hey, this hurts. Actually, I've had some problems with my wrist, and it is a lot better. I got a cortisone shot, but I just said, you know what, throwing the ball against the wall and catching it hurts this, so we just, Claire came up with an alternative.
We just don't do it.
Right. Yeah, when something hurts, we don't do it.
Yeah. Awesome.
Unless it hurts good. There's that feeling like, oh, this is, like my butt hurts right now. But it is every time I sit down, I'm like, oh yeah, I did a lot of squats the other day, but yeah, this feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there is a difference when there's actual pain.
Yeah.
There's always something else you can do.
Awesome. I love it. What made you start? What made you start realizing that you needed to make a change? Maybe what was the thought process, and just, what was kind of that moment when you just decided like you needed to go for it?
I've done a lot of different things, and I was walking the trail every day, but only when weather was better. So it was a April through October kind of thing, and then I kind of quit doing it, and I was working out at home to videos, and then I kind of quit having the motivation, and so I saw that ad and decided to come in. And there's something about people expecting you to be there, that you've signed up for it, that makes you keep coming.
Yeah.
And then there's the other people that are here, and not only did you sign up and you'd be letting yourself down, but everybody you work out with is looking for you to be here. So
you guys feed off each other, and it's awesome.
Yeah, it keeps you coming.
That's awesome. I love the warm and fuzzies, right? We like to talk about all the good stuff, but what's been the most challenging part of the last couple of years for you?
The most challenging part.
We can circle back.
Yeah, it isn't easy to get up every morning at 6.
Yeah.
Especially maybe to get up at 5:15. But I've chosen that 6 a.m. slot because it does work with my schedule and everything, and I am a morning person.
Yeah.
So, but I usually overcome it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something a point that I really want to get across is that no matter how busy you are, you can make it work. And you find the time to put your priorities in line and to put your health first so that it doesn't deteriorate. So, maybe just tell everybody why are you so busy? What do you do? What's your profession, and what does that entail, and why does the schedule work for you, getting up so early and putting your health first?
I am a real estate agent, and so most people are looking for you in the evening. I do a lot of showing houses in the evening, or meeting with somebody who's thinking about selling their house, and that comes up suddenly. So trying to keep an evening schedule. A lot of people like me will do something in the afternoon because we can't make our own schedule, but it works for me to get up early in the morning. I've always been a morning person, so when I'm negotiating late at night, you might not be getting the best cafe.
Yeah.
So no one's looking for me at 6 in the morning. So it's just what works for me. And I am actually usually pretty ready to go get it at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Awesome. It's a great group at 6 a.m.
Yeah. Even though it's a challenge, it's I feel like people who do end up, even if they were scared to get up early in the morning, or they just were like, oh, how could I even do that, right? Whenever you get into the swing of things, you kind of turn into a different person. Right. And you adopt the mindset of somebody who wants to go get it. And I feel like it's a different breed at 6 a.m. than any of the other times that we do have available. But, out of all the things that we've worked on with you over the last couple of years, what do you think was maybe the one topic or something that really brought to light, maybe something you weren't thinking about in the health continuum, or what was that light bulb aha moment that something just finally clicked that maybe you didn't understand before?
That aha moment. I do know that I didn't realize that strength training was as important as it was, and that the health benefits of it, the way I feel doing that, I thought it was more cardio. You need it, so building muscle has definitely made me feel healthier and stronger and more confident.
Sure. If you don't mind sharing, it's not all, we do not believe that it's a number on the scale that matters the most, but how much weight have you lost?
I haven't lost any weight.
Okay.
I have not lost any weight.
And what, so people listening to that probably thinks that that's very demotivating, but what do you think is the good part about that? And what kind of, mental hurdles have you had to take? I know because each person has a little bit different approach in the way they see that, what differences do you see? What's the positives and kind of, just what do you think about really just staying even, but being a healthier person?
I do want to lose weight. It is the nutrition part of this, and there's certainly enough here to lean on, but unless you come home and bat it away from my from my hand, it's up to me. And but I do feel more toned. Things do fit better because of the exercise I've been doing. But I have not lost any weight. We have challenges every month that you can participate in, and the no weight gain challenge from the day before Thanksgiving till the day after New Year's Day, I weighed exactly the same. That's awesome. Yeah, absolutely. But so just not gain weight.
Yeah, that's why we do it, right? Yeah. It's Project Zero or the No Weight Gain Challenge during the holidays. Right. People gain an average of like 13 pounds, I think, during that time.
That's crazy.
It's wild. But you are saying that, crazy enough, you haven't lost any scale pounds. No. But you are toner. Yes. Fit into your clothes better. Yes. And all that good stuff. Absolutely. How's that make you feel?
Empowered and good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
With all the fitness, nutrition, health coaching that we do, what has all of this kind of given you? What do you think what do you think is the most important thing that you've gained, or you and your family have gained from you being a healthier version of yourself?
Just the thought of the longevity of not being a burden to my daughter someday. That being healthy is for your future, and building a good future.
Awesome. I love that. I love it. So just to cap it off, I think we've hit on some really great things in a very short amount of time, and that's what we aim to do here on the Find Your Inner Strength podcast, give people a lot of good information in a car ride, Right. And so what advice or what piece of just general knowledge do you think that you could portray onto others that you'd like to share?
So I think this program's about consistency. My plan is to come every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I do that. And it's about doing it over and over and over again. And it starts to get a little bit more routine, but then it's never all that routine because the program changes from month to month, which challenges new muscles and challenges your brain a little. But yeah, keeping up with it is what works.
Awesome. I love it. It is all about consistency. There's no magic pill. There's no shortcut. It's all about consistent, small habits built over a long period of time. You've done a great job, and I'm really proud of you, Kathy. So,
thank you very much.
And that's all we got for you today. We hope that you had, you gained a little bit of knowledge. We hope that helped you kind of clear up some things, not only about health and fitness and weight training and cardio, but also about the feelings attached to that and the scale, but also seeing results. Again, this is Find Your Inner Strength podcast. You can find us on YouTube at Find Your Inner Strength under my name, Ryan Wade. You can look us up at Inner Strength on Facebook. And Kathy, thanks so much, and look forward to seeing what the future holds for you.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.